All right. So yes, I think now's a good time for us to take a short rest after getting blasted by my own scroll. We'd have to have words about Santa Fe about that.
Yes, I'm sure she'll be very excited to hear about the results. All right, so we hunker down right about here,
Yep. Alice is just behind those outcropping rocks, keeping an eye out.
having a look this direction. Are we, well, I assume we're going to maintain our light because these things are blind. Even the newer ones seem to be
Yes, we're not going
light.
to cancel it, but we're going to have to cast new ones when this by this rest end.
Before it ends, we'll be requiring to cast them. We
Yeah,
can refresh them before the short rest. That way we don't break our rest.
we can do that. Yeah.
All right, so we do so. Please sit down.
Yep.
I would like you to roll a perception check with advantage, please. Mostly because of Alice.
All right. So I'm adding my perception modifier.
Yep.
All right. 25.
All right. So I sit down, I get a bit of bite to eat out, and I pull out the salve of recovery,
Mhm.
and I take a dose out of that and rub it on my wounds. I regain some hit points, which is nice because I took 40 points of damage.
Yep. How many hit points do you heal?
It's actually I rolled really quite well. I got 12 back.
All right.
That's kind of nice. Still fairly damaged, but more manageable now.
Well, hopefully this short rest will help.
Well, Alice informs you moments really after we settle down that there's movement ahead.
It seems like we may not be getting our short rest after all.
Nope. There is something you rolled high enough,
Mhm.
25. Yeah, they're still can't even get into that number. There's definitely movement ahead. And what happens is there seems to be, well, she informs you that there's a creature just creeping along this wall and then slips into the water.
Right? Is it coming this way?
She loses track of it. So I'm gonna need a fresh perception check from us, so you can still have advantage,
Yeah.
but
We're not getting a short rest yet, apparently.
we are not.
All right. 18.
You get a feeling that something is coming around this way, and then you lose track of it.
All
Actually,
right.
we'll double check that. Oh, yeah, you lose track of it. And working off of what Alice had rolled,
Mhm.
she notices something get out of the water here and head off into the darkness.
Okay. I think something just came by to see what was going on,
Yes, someone, the expendable one, scouted and is now left.
which is odd because even these newer versions of these leechlings were still blind, I assume, we said.
They have, I don't know, I don't remember how much we learned last time, but they are capable of perception. Their
Yes.
perception skills have nothing to do with actual visual sight.
Yes.
So they're capable of maneuvering around for some reason, somehow, but they're psychic as well. So
All right. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting a short rest.
well, I think we've been spotted
Quite possible, which means we might want to resume heading in
before they set up something too
the library
much.
for us. Yes.
And, all right, so we cross over, and we head up to here.
Yeah.
And when we get to this point, the bodies are gone.
All right. So they dragged off the dead, I guess, or they got back up, which is really bad.
Yeah. Yes, they are zombies. So we have only one direction to go in.
Yep. We're going to proceed with extreme caution.
That requires one of these, please.
9.
Okay. I have 18, so that's still above passive.
Just barely.
Yep. We come into a much larger chamber. Huge boulder here,
Yeah.
and pools of water and stuff. I would like a perception check, please.
Do I have advantage or just a straight roll?
I'll be helping you. I assume Alice is no longer out.
Yeah. Just for her own safety.
Yeah.
16.
All right, so we have a 16. So that's going to be, yeah, that's the right number. You and I seem to be able to spot a couple of disturbances. There seems to be some movement under the water here.
Mhm.
And over in this direction, there seems to be, like just around the corner here, we hear the sound of scuffling feet.
All right. I think we're heading into an ambush.
Quite possibly.
Hmm. Okay. I still have a potion of invisibility.
I can cast invisibility.
Yep. So we could
But
use
they're
an.
not visible. They don't
No.
see.
So that doesn't really help, does it?
I'll give you that one for nothing.
Yeah. Nor would fog, I suspect.
We make tremors in the air and on the ground
Yeah.
and in the water. That's how they perceive us, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have invisibility prepared, and it's going to be completely useless.
All right then. Well, we can't see any targets at the moment.
No, we see intermittently one or two disturbances in the water here,
Mhm.
and periodically we hear some scuffling of feet on this side.
All right. All right.
I'd like you to roll a Arcana check, please. Go with that.
11.
Simply because you're accustomed to it now and you've felt it many times,
Mhm.
you feel a very, very faint, uh, sort of a psychic, after image almost.
Mhm.
You kind of sort of feel it, but very vaguely.
Yeah. We already knew it was them. So.
Yeah, you hear basically the equivalent of stealth talking between individuals ahead.
All right. We could try maneuvering into the room
Mhm.
until we can get a better view.
Yep,
But there's a chance that we're going to tip our hand if we do that.
quite true.
Yeah. However, we can't really do anything at the moment apart from possibly blast the ones that we think are in the water.
Yeah, I could fireball that whole area, be my last third level spell, and might get lucky.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I think we need to get a better view of what's in there. And there are two ways we can do that.
All right,
One,
familiars, I assume is one of them, and the other is a spell.
Yeah. Well, one way is we can just try, as I said, we can try sneak our way in to get a look at the situation.
Yep.
And the other way is I can cast Arcane Eye.
So there are three ways. I mean, I know we don't use our familiars that much anymore, that we have more magic, but there's also,
Well, I think this is a situation in which using our familiars is a little dangerous towards them specifically.
yeah, they could get killed quite quickly.
Yeah, the Arcane Eye cannot be killed. It can be dispelled if it's detected, but that's about it.
All right. It's a high level spell.
It is a high level spell. I have most of my spell slots left, so I can cast it.
All right.
However, casting a spell does require me to speak an incantation. They might hear that.
They might.
Do you think it's worth the
Um,
risk?
well, we don't need to be here when we do that. We can back up and do it and then come back in. Or we can just stay back there and send the eye in.
Yeah, we can go back to the entrance of this chamber if you want.
Yeah. All right.
Uh,
I will still ask you to roll a stealth check while you are doing this, please.
All right. 13.
All right. I'm not going to roll all these numbers because it'd be ridiculous. Interesting. Okay.
All right. So, if nothing, no one immediately assaults us, I will cast Arcane Eye. And because it's a divination spell, I'm going to use my expert divination feature to regain the first level spell slot I used to cast Mage Armor because I can.
All right. You do so.
All right. And I am concentrating on Arcane Eye.
Lasts an hour, right?
Yes.
All right.
It still requires concentration.
Yep. So you send in your arcane eye moving at 30 feet.
Yep. And it has
Right.
30 feet of dark vision and normal vision.
Where is it going to go first?
I think the best place to put it is going to be uh, in the center of the room.
All right. So the arcane eye comes up, maneuvers around, heads over this boulder, and keeps going straight.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a perception check, please.
10.
That's funny. Uh, you notice because the individual stuck its head out of the water and looking around, there is one of the original uh, leech
Leechlings.
here as you pass over.
Mhm.
Now, I would like a separate perception check again, please.
17.
You notice
Mhm.
again, crouched down here, two more, but they seem to be of the newer variety.
Okay. All right. Once the eye moves into the center of the chamber,
Well, you'll be able to see more, so I'll back up a little bit.
yeah.
There's a big chamber
So let's just go to the center of that little,
here.
more to the right. Yeah, about there.
All right.
I can have it look in every direction, so I'm going to have it do that.
All right. You see what I have already described to you.
All right, so I don't see any more of them. All right, I'm going to tell you that there's two in the water and two waiting around the corner. The ones on land are the newer versions.
All right. How would you like to proceed? Because again, without using area effect spells, we cannot target them. because we're not even in the room. We can move up within range of area effect spells, and we can cast them into the room.
Yep. Yes, we can, and I think that's probably the best option. I
All
think
right.
we can still attempt to be relatively quiet while we're doing this.
Give me a stealth check, please.
Right.
We do know roughly where they are. It doesn't really give you any advantage, though. You still gotta
Uh,
be quiet. What'd you get?
I haven't rolled out one moment. I think it's going to be more important to say later. I have a 12.
All right. I have a 19.
Yeah.
Let's see how perceptive they are at the moment. Ooh, there's a nat 20 there. Okay.
Well, I should have some forewarning about this because I have an arcane eye in the room, which is going to be keeping an eye on things.
All right. Because of that, we're not going to get a surprise round either way.
Mm-hmm.
But your arcane eye, you see
Mm-hmm.
an individual that you hadn't noticed before. Sort of was really well blended into the rockwork here.
Mm-hmm.
Step forward, give the other two that are with him a shake.
Mm-hmm.
Points, which is weird because this
Yeah.
is just visual representation of something that's happening people can't see.
Mm-hmm.
He indicates down that way.
Right. So,
Points him in that direction. And at the same time,
yeah.
in the water, uh, another individual surfaces with, and there's two more there that you see, and it's doing the same thing. Those two individuals you see are a bit different. Bit uh, roll an intelligence check. That's probably about the best way of doing this.
20 total.
They seem much more muscled,
Mm-hmm.
larger a little bit. They seem to be in charge.
Okay. So there's 2 leaders in there too.
Yep. So a total of 6 that you are now spotted, and they seem to be, these 3 are stacking up here, and the other ones are lined up right here in the water.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
Are we in combat?
We're entering in now. If you want to continue, we will roll for initiative.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, my initiative has been terrible. I have a 9.
All right, let's roll my initiative. And I am only slightly better at a 12. Let's roll yours. That's a 15. 7. Let's see. 17. No, yeah, 17.
I heard 17 and 15 in there.
And just 7. Kind of makes sense. All right. As we come around this boulder,
Yeah.
and we're heading this way, leaping around the corner and charging us are 3 of the newer Leechlings. They can move 30 feet. So that's perfectly fine. And then in unison, all three of them lift their right legs and stomp it off the ground.
Not this again.
This again. So I would like you to roll 3 dexterity saving throws, please. Oh, how many hit points are you down?
34. I'm at half.
All right. Oh. All 3 of mine are successes. How about yourself?
All right, in order of successfulness, 23,
Yep.
13, and 9.
The 9's a fail. Actually, hold on a sec. I'm going to double check the 13. I think the 13 is right on the cusp. Yeah, it's a 14 save.
So I fail.
You fail. All right,
Twice.
you succeed once.
Yeah.
And that will be 5 points of damage. And I take 5. You fail once. You take 9 points of damage.
Ow.
I take 4. And the last one, you take 8. And I take 4. Alright, so that is...
And
that.
I need to make 3 concentration checks.
3 concentration checks, please. And then we're at my initiative order.
All right. The irony is I make the first 2, but then I lose Arcane Eye.
Alright, Arcane Eye is now gone.
Yep. And I am prone.
Now we're at my initiative.
And I'm prone.
You failed one, so yes.
Yeah.
Prone. I succeeded, so I maintained my feet. Not that it really matters much. And now I have, according to what I remember from what you said, there's now 3 here and 3 here. And these 3 have to be relatively close together to fit and make us. These 3 could spread out a bit, but I think they're all easily within 40 feet of each other. Well, that speaks for itself. My last 3rd level spell slot. Arcane Recovery would have been really nice.
Yes. And so would have just been regaining hit points.
Oh yeah. But fireball it is.
All right.
And 20. 29 seems to be the number of the day for them. So I do a 29-point fireball.
All right. And now you need to make a bunch of saving throws.
Now I need to make a whole pile of saving throws. Well, 3 in the water first. Well, do those. Huh, one of them saves. Cool. So one's dead for sure. So minus 29 to you. You are really not happy. Now the leader rolls and saves. So he takes minus 29. Alright, land guys. 2 fails. So they take minus 29. And the leader also fails. Takes -29. You hear in your head.
All right, just for that, so all of the land-based ones took 29 points of damage.
Yep.
What about the regular Leechlings?
Okay. The leader took 29.
Yep.
One of the underlings took 29. The other one's gone.
Okay.
The one that's still alive wishes he wasn't, because he has left and is in extreme agony. Actually, they all are. Even the ones that are on land, they're not even remotely happy. Leaders are a little bit better off, but in extreme pain, and the psychic blast that you're feeling from this is quite intense.
Okay.
If you were still maintaining a concentration on something, I'd probably have you roll another concentration check, but you're not, so I won't worry about it. You are now up.
Okay. I will stand.
Yep.
And because I'm at 12 hit points,
drink another greater healing potion.
I'll drink the other potion of greater healing.
Yep.
The bonus action. We're probably going to bring me up not nearly enough. Alright, I regain 15 hit points, which could all disappear quite quickly, as is proven.
Yeah, I'm down almost halfway too. Well, you're fast that way.
Yeah. Alright, and since your fireball hit all of them with ease, I'm going to reach into my scroll case and pull out one of my own Ice Storm scrolls this time.
Yep.
So it doesn't get any of the weird magic surge effects.
Yep.
And I'm going to cast Ice Storm.
Alright.
Exact same point at which you cast Fireball to hit all of them.
Okay. Roll damage before I even bother rolling saving throws.
$20 points of damage.
Total of 20?
Yep. Rolled really low.
Alright. 3 in the water. Well, one has 1 hit point, so I won't even
I said
bother.
there was only 2 left in the water because we did lose one.
Yeah, there's one in the water that's normal. He dies instantly. You guys say 8 hit point. The leader in the water rolls a natural 20. Yeah, so he's fine. Well, relatively speaking. Alright, the 2 land guys. They both fail, taking 20 more, so they're gone. And the leader. And he is also gone.
Okay.
That basically takes care of everybody except one. We now come to
Who's up next, I believe.
his point in the order, and he is bugging out because he is alone. So in the water, he is very fast.
Well, there is only so much water.
Yep. He zips across the pond and lickety-split,
Yeah.
climbs out of the water, and then starts hobbling along because he's much slower.
Alright.
So he
And
can make it
that's-
to about here,
Really all we can probably see.
because now he's out of our line of sight.
Yeah.
If you had Arcane, I would still be able to see him.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yep.
Alright, so top of the new round.
Top of the new round.
Alright, we come to you. I assume we both are well aware that this thing is running.
We are well aware that he's running, and we're also well aware that if we go running after him, we could
Yep.
easily just stumble into something else that's a problem.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm gonna see if I'm smart. I should be smart enough. Yeah, I'm smart enough to realize that running around in a cave I don't understand is a bad idea. So I think we should proceed, but not at breakneck speed.
Okay, so we're out of combat then?
We are out of combat.
Right. That little earthquake ability there is not fun.
Oh, it's kind of cool, but yeah, it is devastating. I am down 41 hit points, and I don't like it.
No.
I am going to reach into my bag of holding and pull out a potion of greater healing. Would you like a potion of greater healing?
Yes, because I'm out. I've used up both of mine.
I only have two. Actually, I'm going to keep the greater, and I'll give you two regulars.
Okay.
You can drink the two regulars. I'm going to drink a potion of greater healing. Because that leaves us with one greater just in case that becomes important. And I am going to drink the greater healing potion because I don't like being down this many hit points.
All right. The first potion heals me 9.
Yep.
And the second one heals me 9.
So how many are you down now?
I'm at 45 hit points.
I heal 5, 10, 11. I heal 15. Much better. I'm at 61. Okay. Now we've done that. Shall we proceed?
Yes.
Do you want to look around in here at all, or you just want to head up this way?
Well, I assume that's direction it ran in.
Well, yeah, if you want to call it running.
Well, if there's any more of these things left, it will alert them all.
Yes.
Should probably pursue.
If this combat hasn't done so already, of course, we also know they have psychic abilities.
Yeah.
All right, we proceed.
All right, that looks different.
Yes. You see a fabricated wall in front of us of stone. It seems to be some sort of bulwark style defense. And it is about 5 feet tall.
Okay. So they could conceivably be hiding behind there.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
Do not know. What do you want to do?
Well, I think we should proceed, but I think we should resume being stealthy again.
All right. That'll require a roll, please.
Yep. 14.
That was 7. We are below passive. So
Well, I
as
have
we
14. So
combine, I rolled a 2 plus 5.
so 7. Well, 7 plus 14 is 21 divided by 2
Oh,
is
sorry. It's below their passive.
okay.
Sorry. So we, how do you want to go in? Straight down the middle, down the right, down the left?
Well, I want to try and fork around the
So which way do you want to go? Right or left?
right's fine.
We start going along this way.
Mm.
A head pops up, sees us,
but actually like reacts to our sight.
No, well, head pops up. There's no eyes, but
Yeah.
it sees us in the sense that it is aware of our presence. And you see it run past here.
Okay.
Roll a perception check, please.
21.
You recognize it. It is the aquatic one
All right.
that had fled last time.
All right. I think we should just pursue it. Stealth is we've lost stealth at this point. Just chase it.
All right. So we run along. We're faster than he is.
Yep.
We get to here. We notice that there's nothing else here except we notice that he comes to this point.
The obviously artificial wall.
Artificial wall, yeah.
Yep.
And pushes a section, goes in, closes the door as we're running up to it. So we come to a wall.
All right. There's obviously some way of opening this.
Yep. Investigation check, please, with advantage.
Yeah. 23.
Yeah, you saw him do it.
Yeah.
There's a it roll an Arcana check just to be on the safe side here. I don't want to feed you more than you. I mean, it's obvious.
20.
Okay, even though we ran by those walls, you recognize it as a spell. Someone created these, as in Wall of Stone. This has
I hope
been
it's not
spelled.
Wall of Stone because that's a higher level spell that we can cast.
This or that? Oh,
Wall of
sorry.
Stone is a higher level spell than we can cast.
Yes, but you recognize it
So that is
because
Wall of Stone.
yeah, you rolled what, 20 you said?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm unhappy that it's that high level of a spell.
Oh, that's what you're trying to get at.
Yes.
This, on the other hand, is stone shaped, and there is a stone shaped door in it because you know you can do that.
Yep.
You find the latch, you open it up, and you notice there's a square room in here. Right in the very middle of it, there is a large stone chest. I know it's not on here, but couldn't find a graphic for a large stone chest.
Okay.
That's what you see.
Well, it just came into this room, so is it hiding in the chest?
Don't know. It's about 2.5 feet tall. You can possibly be hiding behind it
Yeah.
or possibly in it, but you can't tell from the door.
All right. Well, this screams trap, except this thing went in here.
Hmm.
Well, you have no fireballs left, so you can't just.
Fireball room. No, I have no. Oh, I could cast that at fourth level if you really
You
want to
also
waste
could
it.
throw a bead in if you wanted to.
Yep. What do you want to do? It's up to you.
Well, I get the same feeling if we go in here, this is going to be a trap of some sort.
All right.
On the other hand, we do want to try and pursue this thing.
Hmm. So can't pursue by staying at the door.
No, we can go inside, and I can dimension doors out if I need to. If we need to. All
All right.
right, let's go in and let's try and find this thing.
Okay. I would like a perception check. You can roll with advantage because I will definitely have my eyes peeled too and my ears.
17.
Okay. We take 2 steps into the room
Mhm.
and we can hear that he's hiding behind a chest or it, whatever.
Okay.
It's moving a little bit. It's not holding perfectly still.
Okay.
So, what do you want to do?
I assume we're going to kill it.
All right. So we step up. It notices us,
Mhm.
stands up, and looks like he's going to stomp his foot. So we're going to roll for initiative.
I roll another 9.
You know, there are other numbers on that thing, right?
Yes. but not for initiative, apparently.
All right, so you're already down 29 hit points there, buddy. You have a 9. I rolled a 9, but I have some modifiers. I have an 11. And what do you have? Come on, roll well. 2. So he has a 3. So he stands up, and he looks really rough. Lifts his foot, and I'm up.
Yep. Well, he's
Now
taking a
what?
lot of damage, so I assume a firebolt would be just.
I'm figuring a firebolt is exactly what it takes. That is way above your armor class. For 10 points of damage.
Are these one? This is the one that's vulnerable to fire or not?
This is the aquatic one, so that's 20 points of damage. And that is enough. And I hit him in the head. His head explodes. There's gore everywhere. Anyway, he dies.
Okay.
We're out of combat. That lasted 1 round. Not even.
Yes. It lasted one action.
Yeah. So, we're in a room, center, which is a big honking stone chest.
All right. Well, I doubt there's cows or missing people in here.
I guarantee there's no cow in this chest. Might be a person in there.
Sadly, there might. Yes, I was gonna say. Sadly, there might be the remains of a person in there, but I doubt it. Let's just examine it while we're here.
All right. I would like you to go up and roll an investigation check, which in this translate into examining the chest. What are you looking for? Traps, I assume.
If it's locked, if it's trapped, yes.
All right. Go for it.
Well, your assistance gets me out of a natural one. That's good. All right. Investigation 26.
All right. You definitely just find the trap. You wouldn't find rolling a 1 because the second you start examining the chest, the entire floor gives way.
Well, you mean to tell me whether that high of a roll I trigger the trap?
Yep, because it has nothing to do with it other than the fact of being in the room, really, and the chest is just the trigger.
All right. So we're
Now,
falling.
not necessarily, because this is not instantaneous. You can roll a dexterity saving throw and make it to the door, possibly.
All right. I'm going to use my point of inspiration I have here
Yep,
to gain advantage on this saving throw.
go for it.
So that's a total of 20.
More than enough.
Yeah. Your turn.
You dodge or dive towards the door.
Yeah.
I roll a 5 plus 5 or 6. Anyway, it doesn't matter, not enough.
You could re-roll it with luck. You haven't used any
And
luck today.
1 point of luck burnt is not a big deal.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll that. Oh, that brings me up to 18 plus a bunch.
Yeah.
More than 20, which is all that matters.
Yeah.
He also make it to the door before the floor is completely gone. The
All right.
floor falls quite a ways and crashes into a bunch of spiky ground.
Well, that's a nasty trap. All right.
Nasty.
This is looking a lot less like they've just come here recently, though. This is elaborate setup here.
Yep, they have planned, and one of them is quite willing to sacrifice their lives to hopefully deal with us. So there's definitely organization here.
We've also killed 18 of these things by my count.
Yep, I need to adjust some numbers now.
Which does beg the question of how many of them are there?
Yes. I know specifically, or I should say exactly how many are left.
Yes, well, that doesn't help.
True enough. All right, so we were standing here thanking our lucky stars,
Mhm.
me literally. What would you like to do?
Well, there's a corridor up ahead that we haven't gone down yet.
Yep, we could head this way.
Yep. We still have not found anyone.
Nope, all we found are these things.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check, please. Just yours.
24.
All right, the smell in here has changed. You still smell the leechlings because, well, we've slaughtered a bunch of them.
Yeah.
But you also start smelling we grew up in an agrarian society, so you know what a barn smells like. You can smell definitely something that you'd find a barn type smell.
Like a
And
cow.
cows, yeah, cows would do this. Definitely not pigs. Pigs stink. Um, and also the smell of like a locker room, like humanity. That's not,
Okay, so I think we found their larder up ahead, possibly.
yeah, you're getting the sense now that we are getting closer to our goal.
All right, let us proceed then.
All right, let's go.
I guess with caution, because
All right, that requires one of these.
maybe they think we died in the trap.
Yeah.
19.
Well, I rolled a 3. I do have some modifiers that brings us above passive.
Yep.
Ignore what you just saw because you can't see it yet.
This room kind of looks like like a face,
Well, it does kind of, doesn't it?
from what I can see.
Yep.
An unhappy face.
Very unhappy face. All right. There is something slightly different about this pool of water.
Mhm.
It looks almost like a trench or a moat.
How far across is it?
From side to side, you're looking at about 30 feet.
No, how much across it to cross?
Oh, I mean, to jump?
Yes.
Uh, 10, 15 feet at the widest.
All right. Nothing
Oh,
else
no,
in
sorry,
view?
that's not true. Duh. A little under 10 feet at the widest.
Okay. There's nothing else in view?
There's nothing in view except what you see here.
All right. Well, I think we should cross that, and I'm going to try and leap across it to avoid going in there because that looks like another trap.
You do hear the sounds of humanity and the sounds of a burn.
No, I'm going to be
Ow.
listening out for other things too.
All right. Okay, so you're gonna try and leap across. That requires a dexterity check, please. And I will try and join you. Roll a natural one. Oh, I don't want to roll a natural one on this because I would fall in the water. I'm going to roll that again.
Well, I rolled a 24 to cross, so I leap across gracefully.
Yep, I leap across less gracefully because I
Yeah.
didn't miraculously avoided that natural one.
You have 1 point of luck left.
Yeah, I know, I don't like that, but somehow falling in water with these things doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, we are now further in.
Mhm.
We're here. Pull this down a bit. And now we can just start seeing these walls.
Okay.
These
Yes.
walls, ignore
Yep.
what's inside of them for the moment. These walls are 10 feet tall and they stretch quite a ways, and there
Yeah.
seems to be two sections of them.
All right. So 10 feet tall means I cannot see over them.
You can't see inside them, they can't see out of them.
Yeah.
And there is an obvious stone-shaped door for them total
Mhm.
as we stand here looking. And in between here, we see a total of what's left here. 2, 4, 6 remaining Leechlings.
That seems to be the number at the moment.
It does. We seem to be killing them off in the right numbers.
Are they aware of us?
Well, I don't need to roll. That's right. I forgot. There's other things involved here. Yes, they are apparently aware of us because we are now rolling for initiative.
All right.
Roll better than what you did before there, Sean. Otherwise, might be bad.
I did roll better by 2, so I have an 11. I still think I'm going to be going last.
All right, what do I got? I got. Oh, I have exactly the same as you. What's your dex mod?
+2.
Same as mine. Want to go first or second?
No, just for a change, I think I'll go first.
All right. All right.
And hopefully they rolled low.
Oh, I have a bunch of numbers to roll here. Hold on a sec.
Oh, you're not just rolling them all together? Okay.
No, they're different individuals. They all have different abilities, so let's roll you first.
But
Okay.
I hope you're not having to roll 6 numbers.
And rolling a few numbers. That is a 16. That is a 17. Three. 15. That is a 16. That is a 17. You and I are last, except for one dude.
Yeah, that's not good.
All right, top of the list here is you. What can you do?
Surrender?
That is a possibility. Very, very minor. All right, what can you do? So we are standing here. All right. The water in this pond surges up into a wave and crashes over us.
Is this a spell being cast?
This is a spell being cast.
Am I within 60 feet of the caster?
No, you're not.
No.
So, what does control water in that form do for damage, or does it do anything?
Control water doesn't normally do damage, so this is the flood effect?
Yes.
Okay, cause standing water in an area to rise by as much as 20 feet. If the area includes a shore, the flooding spills over onto dry land. Yeah. Any huge or crashing down in the area. Any huge.
Assume a dex save to see if we keep your feet.
It would probably be strength, actually. That
Oh, joy. Roll a strength saving throw, please. And don't forget your new ring.
No, so, yeah.
No problem.
Alright, so I have a -1 and a +1. That's what it bounces out to +0, so I rolled a 15.
We both keep our feet.
Okay. And yeah, control water doesn't really do damage.
Alright.
Unless he, like, slams you into something, then it's a possibility.
So I have 61. What are your hit point total again?
I have 45.
45. That paper was getting rather crowded. Alright. So that was ineffective. I'm sure that'll make them very unhappy. The next person up is you.
Well, not me.
Not you. I mean, you. What are you going to do? All right. One of the reddish brown colored leechlings.
Mm.
One of the You haven't seen one wear anything before, but there's one actually wearing some ornamentation. Steps forward, walks ahead a bit, and then is now moving his hands and seems to be casting a spell, and he is within 60 feet of you.
Do I recognize the spell?
Go for it. Arcana, but it'll be at disadvantage because you don't have much time to figure this out.
14.
This is a higher level spell than we're capable of knowing. I'm gonna say you don't know for sure because you don't know.
Alright, I will counterspell.
Okay, this is gonna require a roll because this is not a third level spell.
Okay. That's not good. 11.
Insufficient.
Yes,
The spell goes off. Mark off your slot there, please.
I did.
Okay. Unfortunately, you. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. The Earth around us erupts in a 20-foot radius. We need dex saves.
I assume this is erupting Earth.
Yes. Roll a dex save, please.
Natural 1.
Not again.
Why you're upset?
What is it with you and natural ones on important saves? This is a dex save, so I get plus 2, plus 2, plus... I get plus 7, so that's 16. I just make the save. You do not.
No.
And I finally get to use a d12. Two, 6, 10. That is 20 points of damage.
Double to 40?
Double to 40 for you.
Ow, I'm just barely conscious.
And halved to 10 for me. You are at 5 hit points.
Yep.
And I am at 51. Alright.
And we've got 3 more combatants before me.
That's you. No, that's not, actually, that is not true. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. It is my turn.
I go before you.
Oh, that's right. We said you're going first. Yeah, you're up.
Okay. Well, I am in a great deal of pain.
Yes. I know what I'm going to do. What are you going to do?
Well, to start with, just so I can keep myself on my feet, and because I did specify otherwise that I replace any of the potion vials, I still have one one regular healing potion in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink that to start with.
Okay.
Alright, and I regain 8 hit points. So I'm back up into the double digits.
You're currently at 13. What would you like to do as an encore?
Well, the most logical thing to do is just hurl in another ice storm and try and get all of them.
You cannot.
No?
One step forward, so he will not be in it. The one that did the erupting.
Oh, the one that nearly killed me.
That one. You can get him, or you can move forward yourself and get everyone else, which is still in a group.
Well, I'm going to go for all the ones in a group, I guess.
All right, that means you have to step forward.
Yep. I'm going to try and not hit anyone who is possibly in those stone walls.
There is, but it's hard to tell. Somewhere between 20, 25 feet, 30 feet maybe between those two buildings. They're all standing here.
Which raises a problem because it's a 40-foot radius cylinder.
Yeah, so you don't know, you can't tell what's in any of these, so you don't know where the people are.
Yeah.
You might get people.
At which point they will probably die.
They're just people.
At which point they will die.
At which point they will definitely die.
Well, that isn't the best plan then, possibly. But, well, I'm going to do it.
All right.
Because if I don't, I'm in serious trouble.
Okay. You have, without knowing, to center it more so that you avoid the one on the right, or more so you avoid the one on the left. I'm going to roll randomly.
Okay.
Because you can't see.
Okay, roll.
Right. So 1, 2, 3, it'll be right. 4, 5, 6 will be left. All right.
All right. So the damage result is 23.
23. Okay, I rolled a 6, so you are centering more to the left.
All right. So that's the one with the produce in it.
Yeah, you don't know that, but yes.
Just to clarify for everyone who can see.
Yeah.
All right, dexterity saving throw for the 5 of them in the spell.
Let's start with you. That is a 17, so you save.
Yep. Still takes half, so that's 11.
11.
The land leechling that blasted me with erupting earth isn't in it.
Nope. That is a fail. You take 23.
Okay.
That is a success. You take 11. That is a fail. You take 23.
And the one who's in the last in initiative order.
Fails as well.
All right.
So, I rolled. There's 4 general dudes in this. They all failed. I rolled them as a group. Otherwise, this is going to take forever.
Are they last in initiative, or?
They didn't move because they were not ordered to do anything yet. Because, well, don't worry about it. Later on, it will become more clear as things happen. All right. Now it's my initiative order, and I yell to you. Resilient sphere or ape?
What?
Do you want to be in a resilient sphere, or you want to be an ape?
Resilient sphere.
All right. I take out a scroll, because I didn't have it prepared, and I cast resilient sphere on you.
All right.
You are now impregnable in the hamster ball, as long as I maintain concentration.
Yes.
That is my initiative.
That's your action.
That's everything.
No.
I'm not moving.
You could do something. You have a bonus action you could possibly do.
Well, I still have 51 hit points, so I'm going to save that because you may need that greater healing potion. Can't give it to you at the moment, but anyway, signal me when you want to be out of that thing. So,
Because I can't really do anything else in here.
no, you can take more healing if you have it.
Yep, I do.
We go back to the top of the order, and now there seems to be a general command given for everyone to attack. So, the aquatic guy is in charge, so he's going to cast a spell, I suspect. All right. Because you step forward, and he's there. He steps forward 30 feet and moves his hands in a very recognizable thing and casts lightning bolt going through you. And
I'm in a resilient sphere. I assume I
Yeah.
cannot counter spells because in the side of
you're
yours.
you're out of combat as far
Yeah.
as this goes.
Okay. Unless you lose concentration here.
Unless I lose concentration, which means you'll be saved from the lightning bolt, but you'll
Yeah.
be back into stuff. What? 100 foot, right?
For lightning bolts?
Yeah.
It's been a long time since we've.
Yeah, I haven't cast it.
$100-foot long line.
Okay. Then he can get me.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw for me.
Yep.
Oh, almost a natural 20. But not.
You succeed at least.
I succeeded at least, yes. So, I am at the receiving end of 8d6 for a change. And they always roll better than me. For 31 points of damage, which is halves to 15.
Yep.
That is 6.
You're down to 36 hit points by my count.
That is correct.
And now
Yeah.
concentration.
Concentration check. Hooah! That's a natural one. I'm going to re-roll that. 'Cause
DC 10. Yeah.
I would like you to stay safe. My luck is gone now.
Yeah.
And I just squeezed by. Actually, no, I rolled an 11, but I have a bunch of pluses.
Okay.
Now, there's one thing that didn't get taken into account with that, and that is there's someone else in the blast with this. And I'll roll his dexterity saving throw now. He also fails. So he
And-
takes 3 points of damage.
What?
In the line is the other shaman. He stepped forward to do his.
Oh, the land leechling. Yes. Okay.
Yes, he did his step forward to do his thing, and unfortunately, he got caught in it.
All right. It fails. And how much damage does he take?
Full damage.
So that
20
was
31.
31. Okay.
31. And he is not happy because, well, friendly fire.
No one likes friendly fire.
All right, so it's now his turn.
And now the other
Close to
shaman.
him. Sorry. So he did that. He two are running forward, not going to get anywhere because they're shambling. And then we're at him. 2 more are much more dexterous, and they're heading in. And then we have the land shaman's turn. And he just got lightning bolt in the back, and he is really pissed. Alright, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep your cool? Are you gonna... Oh, you are not keeping your cool.
That sounds good.
He turns around, glares at someone he thought was on his side, and is casting a spell. You see the ground underneath the other shaman reach up and grab hold of him.
Is this Maximilian's Earthen Grasp?
You can roll an Arcana check if you like, because you have nothing else to do.
Natural 20.
Maximilian's Earthen Grasp. I think I haven't casted this. I have the spell.
Yes.
And he fails his saving throw.
Alright, so that's concentration, if memory serves, so...
Yep. And he's going to take some damage because, well, hey. Can you look at it for me, too? I should have done all this, but... I wasn't expecting friendly fire. He's restrained. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
What?
I actually didn't remember to write it down.
Okay.
Alright, he's taking a little bit of damage. And there's a psychic conversation happening here.
How much damage does the other shaman take?
Big 3 points. They rolled really low.
But he's restrained.
He's restrained. And we have one more heading up. And then we are you in the initiative order.
Alright, so there's very little I can do inside a resilient sphere.
Just heal yourself. You can roll your hamster ball back towards me if you like.
Alright, well, I'm going to reach into my bag of holding and take out the Potion of Superior Healing.
Oh, really? Alright.
Yeah, I'm at 13 hit points.
Alright, roll that sucker. 8d8 plus 8.
Yeah, so I'm just going to have to roll these d4s.
8d4 plus 8, sorry.
These d4s twice. Plus 8. Alright, I healed 24 hit points.
You're up to 37.
Yes! Feeling
Much
much better.
You're healthier than I am at the moment.
Yeah, you can probably let me out at this point because you're going to need help. I'll signal to you.
Alright. Well, I can't.
It was my
stop.
action to take that potion out, unfortunately, so I can't ready anything.
Nope, and I can't release you until my turn anyway.
Mhm.
Which is next.
Yep.
Alright, so you're no. Did you roll backwards for your movement? So you're back with me, or?
I guess I'll do that, yeah. Because I can't do anything else.
Alright, so I let you out of the hamster ball.
At the start of your turn.
At the start of my turn, I
Doesn't
stopped
cost, doesn't
concentrating.
require anything.
Yep. And I see a little bit of a...
Yeah, there's a little bit of a fight going on over there.
Yeah.
Who knows how long that will last. We also have 4 other Leechlings heading towards us.
Yes, but they are now up with the leader, or the shaman, right? Who is also in the process of trying to squish his buddy. So they're all, basically now we have 1, and the rest of all move forward. Some only 20 feet, some 30 feet, and then we have the head shaman, which is now in a bit of a pile.
I assume this conversation is heading in the direction of another fireball.
Well, there's a group of them there.
Yes, it's a good idea. Do it.
I'm going to cast a 4th level fireball.
Oh,
Oh, actually, I'm not going to do that.
use the bead, use the necklace.
I'm going to use the bead.
Yep. We still have 4 left.
Not anymore.
3 after this.
Yep, I'm pull a bead. We're going to run out of these things pretty soon. And I'm fireballing up suckers.
Well, they have no use if we hang on to them.
This is my best fireball in the longest time.
That sounds good.
40 points of damage.
40, that's good. So 5 saving throws.
No, there's yeah, sorry, that guy's not in it.
Yeah, because only the first shaming isn't there.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm gonna roll starting with the ones that are gonna die anyway. Yep, they're all gone. You take 80 points if you fail. You failed, so you take way more than you ever had. You're there. Huh. You survived. So that's 40 to 30, yeah. No, 40, 50. That's never mind, he dies. Bad
All right, so I
damage.
assume that's the 4 standard Leechlings dying.
4 standard Leechlings die. One of the aquatic leader dies. Land leader also dies. We're down to 2 shamans,
Yes,
and the only one going to get caught in it is the one
is the
on
land shaming.
land shaman. And he fails, taking 40. He's already taken 31.
Yeah.
He dies.
All right, so Maximilian's Earthen Grasp is gone.
That stops. And we're down to our buddy, the shaman from the beginning of all this. If lightning bolted us. And that brings it to his point in the initiative.
And he's no longer restrained because the person concentrating on that spell is now dead.
Yep. That
was
was
a
ball and a half, that was.
Yeah. That's exactly what we needed at that moment.
Oh, I know. All right. So let's go to where you are on this, because I don't need anything else anymore. Because they're all bloody dead. Leechlings, land, Leechlings, aquatic. There you are. So how much damage have you taken? You're actually the healthiest, too.
Yeah, he's only taken 14 points of damage.
You can't do that anymore. You've done that. You've done that. That you would never even bother trying to do, so that's 2 things. See how smart you are. That's a pretty good roll. This is going really, really bad. Alright. He stays where he is.
Only from its point of view.
Yeah. He's casting a spell.
Okay, I was out of range for the last one, so I assume I'm out of the range for this one.
Yep. You can roll an Arcana check at disadvantage.
It doesn't matter. I can't counter it. I assume I'm going to see what happens.
Yeah. Spell goes off. And then he ducks behind the building.
Okay.
Nothing else seems to happen. If you want, you can roll that Arcana check now, if you like. You did
Sure.
see him count.
Disadvantage is still 23. Yeah.
Not even in our list of spells that we can cast, but 23 is good enough. Pass without trace.
Okay, so he's trying to escape.
Okay.
Right. So,
You're in the initiative order.
oh yeah, we're still in initiative.
Yep.
Alright, I will move into the room as far as I can with my movement.
All right, so you backed up with me. 30 feet brings you here.
I will I'll use my movement again to move forward towards
Yep.
the was. And as my bonus action, I will cast Misty Step and teleport a further 30 feet.
All right, with all of that,
Yeah.
you can get to what was 100. You can get to about here.
Alright, so I obviously cannot see him in my view.
He's gone around the corner, yeah.
I said circle the other way. To save you.
All right. Seeing how I saw what you did,
Yep.
I am going to cast Expeditious Retreat because I do have lots of force level spell slots left. And I zoom around the other way. And I can move almost as much as you can, so I can't really get to where he is. It depends on where he went. Hold on a second. Let's see what he decided to do. He's going to try and do that. So I will see what I can see. No, I do not see him.
All right.
See him over here.
Yeah, he's going to try and sneak by us again.
Yep.
All right.
We meet up at the back of this place. Can't see him.
Well, I haven't rolled a perception check yet, so I can still try to do that.
No, you can't. Because there's nothing to see where you are currently. We circle around, and then I would give you one more chance at perception. Advantage and disadvantage are going to cancel out, so it's straight roll.
Okay. Natural 1.
Never mind. Actually, hold on a second. You might roll a natural one. He did not.
Yeah, and whatever he rolled, he gets to add 10.
He rolled a 30 on his stealth.
Okay.
He gets away.
Well, hang on. Not just yet.
All right.
I have one more spell I can cast that might help here.
What's that?
I'm going to take out the forked twig that I've wrapped the fur of the bloodhound around, and I'm going to cast Locate Creature, targeting
Him.
him, the Leechling Shaman. And because it's a divination spell, I'm going to regain a 3rd level spell slot.
All right. The twig is pointing this way.
It still may not be enough.
All right.
But I am going to... But we are going to follow my Locate Creature spell, and we are going to track him down to see if we can finish this off.
All right. So you,
Yeah.
your normal move rate can move 60 feet.
Well, it's an action to cast the spell.
Oh, so you can move 30.
Yep.
I can move 90.
Yep.
No. 90?
Yep.
Okay.
Unless
so,
you changed your stone to extra speed, and you can move 120.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
However, it doesn't really matter because I'm the one with the Locate Creature spell.
I am going to pick you up or drag you, so we move a total of 45 instead.
Yeah.
And then you're going to walk at 60, and I'm going to walk my 60 and then drag you 15. So we're going to be doing 75.
Okay.
Good news is the one left over
One of the water ones.
is the aquatic shaman. His move rate is only 40 with a dash.
Okay. So the spell tells me the direction they are moving.
Yeah.
And
I would like you to roll a perception check with advantage. And I'm going to roll his stealth. Okay.
The plus 10 here is going to make the difference, I think. 19.
He rolled a 2 with plus 10 and then plus his dexterity modifier, which does not add up to 19.
Right.
You notice him shuffling along. Actually, we're going to catch up to him pretty fast. We won't have left this chamber. He'll be roughly about here. And you hear him shuffling along there.
Alright, do I have an action? Or do I have anything else?
At this point, I think we should, at best, roll for another new initiative order. Because we'll just have caught up to him.
And my initiative goes back down to 9!
Yeah, that's pretty consistent.
Yeah.
I have 15. He has a natural 20.
Oh, good grief.
He moves 20 feet from us and then is casting a spell.
All right. I'm well out of counterspell range.
Hmm?
I'm well out of counterspell range, I assume.
No, we caught up to him.
Oh,
He's only 30 feet from you.
All right. Counterspell. With the third level spell slot I got back.
Roll.
Here. 10.
All right. A wall of ice blocks the entire corridor.
I assume here.
So we're roughly here,
Oh,
straight across here.
yeah.
Him. On the other side, the other dude.
Is the wall of ice opaque?
He can choose to make it opaque.
Neither of us have cast a spell, so don't ask me.
Look up the spell.
Well, solid surface you can form. It does not say.
And if it does not say, it's ice. It's translucent.
Okay. Then, on my turn, there is something I'll be able to do here.
So I'm up.
Yep.
And unfortunately, just check my spell list. I did not prepare to spell magic.
I do. But going to be the same odds of dispelling it as there was to counter it.
Yeah. I can see him, but I can't magic missile him. That's just stupid.
No.
It has to go through the wall first.
You could blast the wall with fire.
And I could try blowing the wall up. I can use the ring of the ram. Maybe I can shatter the wall and hit him with it. How much damage?
The ring of the ram's a targeted effect.
How much damage can a wall of ice take before it blows up?
Each section has 30 hit points.
So
And an armor class of 12.
Hmm?
And an armor class of 12.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I can do is cast a 4th level fireball to hit him. Can I do that through the wall of ice? No, there's a beam. Beam. All I can do is blow up the wall. Alright, I'm gonna try shattering the wall.
With the ring of the ram?
Ring of the ram!
Alright.
And in the same tradition as always, I use all 3 charges.
Plus 7 to hit. It's got an armor class of 12.
Hits.
60, 10 force damage.
Isn't there a modifier for objects?
This is different.
Wow, I shattered the wall of ice.
Okay.
I rolled really well. Which means I'm gonna have him roll a dexterity saving throw.
How much of a section of wood did you just blast?
How much of a hole I made?
Yes.
Just a big fist-sized hole right through the, well, not fist-sized. But...
See, the wall is up to 10, is made up of 10-foot square panels.
Well, one of the 10-foot square panels is good.
Okay. So there's still sections of the wall left in between?
On the sides. And
Yes.
on top.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't get knocked over.
Yep. Did he take any damage?
No, not with that roll. I think it's fine. It doesn't say anything about that anywhere, so I'd be really fudging things to try to take some damage.
Alright.
Nope.
my turn.
That is my go. You're up.
All right, I'm going to move forward.
Yep. He is only 30 feet from you.
All right, so I can see him then.
Oh yeah, there's a clear hole now, and he rolled really bad on his stealth. Yeah, he's also kind of covered in shards of ice.
All right, I am going to hit him with a 3rd level magic missile.
All right.
More. 15 plus. 20 points of force damage.
Nice. That is a good one. That brings him up to...
He's taking 34 points of damage.
Yes. He's not looking good.
No.
You know, it's hard to tell. It's not human, but he's looking bloodied for sure. He's oozing. So we're up to him.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's all I can do.
Pure panic mode at this point. So we're going to go back up 1. Unfortunately for him, there's no water.
No, so this is all dry. So we're still on the other side of that wall of ice, though.
Yeah, he's going to move ahead and he's going to try and hide again. Let's see what he rolls. Oh. All right. I assume we are now at me.
I still have locate creature going, which...
Yeah, he's that way.
Yeah, which doesn't help too much, but at least we aren't going to lose track of him.
Yep. So, I move forward through the wall, looking for...
You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Why?
Because you're passing through the section. There's freezing air flowing in between the 2 sections that you've shattered.
Yep.
So you have to roll... A creature moving through the sheet of frigid air on a first time on a turn must make a Constitution saving throw, and it takes 5d6 damage on a failed save or half on a successful one.
Well, that's not good. I only have 36 hit points left.
Look at the bright side. This can't be lethal.
I roll a 2 plus 10. This spell save DC should be here somewhere. I don't think it's...
Your Constitution saving throw is plus 10.
Plus 10? 4, 7... Oh, 9. Sorry, my bad. 9.
You don't have your stone set to Constitution proficiency, though.
Oh, it's right there. Never mind.
You haven't set to cold... Unfortunately, you haven't set to cold resistance.
Yeah, all right. It works out, too.
Plus,
right,
I don't think that saves.
No, it doesn't say. How much damage?
5d6.
5, 16, half to 8.
Alright, your teeth are chattering again.
I'm at 28 points of health.
Yeah.
This has been a rough day, I tell you.
It has. Right. It's not been as bad as with the Ragman, at least.
No, down to 1 then. Alright, do I see the bugger? I do see the bugger.
You also need to make a concentration check for Expedition Retreat. You took damage.
Oh, barely.
Okay.
No, wait a minute. That's just...
DC's 10.
But it is a Constitution...
Saving throw.
Saving throw. Yeah. I see him.
Yeah.
I have some charges left on my wand of magic missiles. 1, 2, 3. I am going to fire off 4 charges at him. I am sick and tired of this bugger. He's tried to kill me so many times. So that's 4 charges. 1, 2, 3, 1 more. Let's see what kind of damage this does to him. That is 21 points of damage.
All right, that's 55 total. Ah, he's dead.
He's dead.
Which means the wall of ice goes away,
Well, the ice fades.
and I stop concentrating on locate creature.
Yep, you know where he is. He's that pile of dead stuff.
And Expedition Retreat is probably going to expire soon anyway.
I don't continue concentrating on it.
Okay,
So
so we're in really rough shape.
we
Let's
are
go
not.
back to
We are
the
back in
wall.
here. Now you notice, of course, that these walls do not go away.
Now, the walls of stone can be permanent.
Yep, they are permanent. We go up, and there is a rather crude lock on each of these.
Yeah,
But let's roll one dexterity check, please.
13.
2. All right. Between the two of us, we
Yeah,
managed to figure out the locking mechanism, and we open them up,
yeah.
and we find these are not bodies.
Okay. These are just
They're
the graphics you used. That's fine.
Yeah, there are people here. Now, if you remember correctly from the last time we met these individuals, they were in horrible condition.
Yes.
These people are in better shape,
So they've not
partially
been here as
because
long.
they haven't been here as long, but also they're very well fed. We noticed that in this area
Mhm.
is all the provisions that were stolen from the warehouse, and they have been fed well, and unfortunately also fed upon. So they are weak, but they are in much better condition than the ones we found before. They're not like no festering wounds, and they're not living in filth. They're actually being relatively well cared for. We assume that it's because of the influence of the other shaman.
Okay.
That's just an assumption.
All right. So,
Find 2 cows. They also have been fed upon, but they are very robust creatures compared to these people.
all right. So they're cows. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have everything here and we have the supplies, but we can come back for those.
Yeah.
We need to get these people out of here and we need to alert Aldrich to what was responsible for this.
All right. I would like you to roll an investigation check because we are going to check this place out. I just skipped over it.
With your assistance.
Yes.
Natural 20.
All right. As we're looking around, you notice cleverly hidden right in this area here is a secret door.
All right. I'm going to open the secret door.
That will require a separate check.
Can I have your assistance again?
Yes.
Okay. Investigation.
Yep.
22.
More than enough. You find the latch, we open the door, and there seems to be a tunnel sloping upwards.
All right.
You follow it to the end, and on the inside, it is an obvious door. We seem to be inside a rock, a rather large boulder, actually. And we can open the door because it's easy from this side. And we are now outside.
I assume we
Uh,
brought everyone with us.
oh, well, we'll worry about that in a second. We went in roughly here.
Yep.
Somewhere in one of these fields, there's a large, well, it's a leftover from the last ice age kind of rock thing. A drummond.
Yeah.
I think it's a drummond. No, an erratic. Sorry, a
Okay.
drummond's a hill. So it's a large boulder and a stone-shaped door into it. We can easily get everybody out, and we can, well, we can get people to come back and
Yeah.
deal with stuff
I'm
later.
going to basically I'm going to find I'm going to look for Aldrich, or failing that, a watch officer or a white knight who can send word to Aldrich. Oh,
All right.
and you can use your charm of animal influence to charm the cows to come up.
Yeah. So, in short order,
Yeah.
you get everybody out. Most of them are not dressed for the cold, because the story is relatively similar that they had a weird dream and then they woke up here. So actually, some of them would rather wait until we bring help because they'll freeze out there.
Okay.
And then, but just to make this a little more streamlined,
Yeah.
in short order, we find a watch officer or someone to
A
go and
messenger or
help.
someone who can send word to Aldrich.
And
And in
if
the
she's
meantime, you
done,
can take the cows back to the stone giant family.
but you don't want to come along. She's gonna give you a big hug.
Well, one of us has to stay here to explain things to Aldrich, and
All
you're the
right, so
charm of animal influence.
I'll take them back.
Yeah.
They're quite happy to be at home. The the toddler's ecstatic,
Yeah.
upset to see the leechling marks.
Yeah. Well, you explained to her that we dealt with those.
Anyway, yes, long story short, everybody's safe. Cows are back with her and the family. They'll take care of them. And yeah, that is basically it.
All right, and I want to make sure that we send someone down to clean it, send a team down to clean it out, and everyone, we're going to try and explain as best we can to what the leechlings are capable of, because they seem to be a serious threat.
Yeah. So yeah, we dealt with that horde. They were basically just fortify themselves for the winter, I guess, and setting up a larder. And yeah, people.
Again, well, they are vile creatures.
Yeah. No one's gonna be upset that we killed them all.
No. So that's it then?
That's it.
All right then. Well, thank you for watching, everyone. Please remember to like and subscribe, and please join us here again next time as we continue our adventures in the wilds of Taiga, and we come ever closer to being pressured into dealing with an adult blue dragon.
Yeah. We had a lot of trouble with these guys. Imagine what a
Yeah,
dragon.
rethinking that yet? Well,
Too late.
we'll see. Good night, everyone.